Alright, so this is gonna be the bad lighting trauma video. Uh, I did a lot of things in the service. I was in a lot of bad places. Spent my whole tour in Triangle of Death. I was with some guys, we got captured. I got out, a couple other guys got out, and then we spent the next year beating down every door and everything we could find, trying to find our guys. So, when you've been with people in combat and you've been having people's legs get blown off, everybody's got bullet wounds. You just get a bullet wound and you just keep trucking, man. I was too much of a hippie for the military, but I'm too much military for the civilian world. My autism did really well with combat because there's an enemy and I can track it and find it and eliminate it and move on to the next one. But coming out of that combat, no one can train you that not everything's trying to kill you. Not anymore. And that's really hard. I ended up in a lot of therapy. And a lot of therapy didn't help. So, I was honest with my medical team and told them I like doing mushrooms and tripping, going out and doing small recurring acid trips. And they were like, oh, that's great. You actually fit into this weird little program. And I went out to New Mexico and I met with a group of guys. We were all from everywhere, all over the place. Some guys flown in from other bases in other parts of the world. And we had all been psychonauts before the military. And we'd all suffered traumatic brain issues, but on our way out, we weren't handling it the best. Most of us were alcoholics. Some of us had become sleepwalk violent. And some of us were doing both. I was one of those where I was definitely a hardcore alcoholic, drinking till I blacked out, and then more than one time having MPs pull me out of somebody else's area that, I was in my room, they watched me walk out, and then I went in somebody else's and just started fucking people up. And getting fucked up myself. Ended up in the hospital. Just like, what happened? Drunk till I black out, started getting violent. But now I'm in New Mexico. I'm with a bunch of other guys who have kind of the same stuff going on. They've all went on their own expeditions before. I don't like calling it tripping because it sounds like you're falling. But it's really an expedition into yourself. You get to go look inside yourself and find those little broken pieces and start putting things back together, opening up doors that you've long closed for memories, or taking some of those memories and some of that trauma and putting it behind the door and just saying, let's lose this key. And that really worked for me. So, the military, we're in New Mexico, and we all know that they're going to give us some types of hallucinogens, and then they're going to top over it with something else. And the whole experiment should last 3 or 4 hours if it doesn't function properly. But luckily for most of our group, there were a couple guys, 3 guys who just went to sleep. They just laid down on the cold desert ground and just went to damn sleep. But one guy stood up and he just started looking and he started motioning, and it was weird because I hadn't started kicking in yet, but this guy, I guess he was already there. He was so close and just done. So he started just kind of walking around. Next, there's another guy a couple minutes later. He gets up, starts walking, starts kind of getting in line. Then, after they done walked around us, just like everybody fell in formation. Everybody got up, put on their imaginary vests, helmet, adjusted the sleeves, got their weapons, checking imaginary magazines and shit. I remember it clear as fucking day. So there we are, we're all just kind of walking around this fire, and one guy taps up, contract, and we just start in on this like 5-6 hour, just until we were sober. And we don't know exactly what they gave us. We didn't go into any type of bowel or vomiting issues, so it definitely wasn't ayahuasca or peyote of any of the natural stuff, but I don't know. It's not hard to talk about. It's actually one of the clearest things I have from the service. And I came back from that, and it was just like, alright, I can just get out, do my thing. And I no longer had night terrors. I no longer had violent mood swings. I didn't have any of the PTSD, traumatic push issues that I had been having. The paranoia, everything went away for a long time. And lately it's been coming back. And as it comes back, I don't really know what to do. I don't know how to act some days. But it just is what it is. I do my thing. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping people in my job. The job that I created for myself by starting a company doing it. Find a hole and patch it, man. Especially if you're in a trade. If you're in a trade, find the hole and patch it. You'll make everything. As long as you put them first. If it's your house, you want it done that way? I even had to go learn some extra shit. My journey is to keep myself from falling apart. To understand those broken pieces of myself deep down inside. And to help other people do the same. Help other people just move through it. To understand that, yeah, you're broken, but you're able to be fixed. You can keep moving. Just because you have hard days does not mean you have a bad life. Such a cliche phrase, but it's correct. I use psychedelics as a tool to help me understand myself better. Right now, I'm going through a lot of trauma. My brother got put away for 45 years. Two of my uncles that were always there for me and always around passed away in 24. And my mom passed away December of 25. We had to go through the full, not nearly as much as my dad. My dad was there every day doing everything. But we had to watch my mom deteriorate and go away. And because my dad made the promises to always take care of her no matter what, we were all forced to be around her deterioration from August all the way through December, that whole quarter of the year. It hurt so bad. And now I need to process this. I need to process this trauma. Dale hurt. Dale hurt real bad. But I know he's still on my shoulder. Oh, Mama? I don't know how long it'll take me to even be able to say it without crying. Now, right now, teared up, ready to start bawling. I was never the closest one to my mom, even though I'm an only child and I was exactly damn like her. I miss her. I gotta get a light for this thing. That's one of the things about me as a coach. Crying's the best thing you can do is letting it out. You're puking your guts out after you're 2 hours into a ceremony, or you're into a ritual, and you're ego deathing or subliminal life regression, just trauma dumping. And you're hunched over next to a tree stump, just hurling for your life. And you figure out, why am I doing this? And the next thought is the reason why. I did a horrid time trying to video myself or even talking about what's going on. And it's on YouTube. I'm probably going to have to delist it, but it's up there. But I talked to my mama. She told me I need to go to work. I need to shut up and quit talking and go to work. Help my baby. And Dale came by and said, "Smoke a blunt and be happy, boy." That conversation probably took 12 seconds. I finally hit that point in my meditation that I was finally clear in my mind and I'd taken no thought. But it took me 5 hours to get there. And that 5 hours sucked. I don't hide anything from my clients. Oh, you want to know some shit? Ask. You want to know some intensive shit? I'm going to charge you money. I sat down with DeepSeek earlier, the Chinese AI. It's a wonderful thing. It's really, it's the only one I like. And figuring out how to talk about this. How do you even start explaining psychonautics? And it said don't. And that was so fun. It said don't try to explain it because it's too much of a personal understanding that people have to have. You can use Jungian breath work to hyperventilate yourself to the point to where you hallucinate. And that's done by hundreds, if not thousands of people all around the world. There's many breath work type of things that everybody, oh yeah, it puts you into a different mind state. Yeah, no shit, you've lowered the oxygen level inside your fucking body. You put so much CO2 into your bloodstream that your brain's ready to collapse. Hey, fireworks. And that means more dogs will be barking. You can't say it's all natural because unless you grow it yourself, none of the... You can find DMT in some forms in nature, but it's so small. I mean, mimosa root, it takes a pound to get, I think it's like 2 or 3 grams. But those 2 or 3 grams will mess you up for months. If you're new and a beginner in your body, if you have to spread everything else and never build tolerance. But it's not just about not building a tolerance. It's about not getting addicted to being away from yourself. When you're disconnected in these states, you can be out for hours or days and it'd be the best experience of your entire life. And you do it once every 6 months to 2 years. But in between, when life piles on the pressure and puts you in your place, there are lesser forms and new technologies that allow us to deepen our experience that we're currently having. You don't need to go out and do a week-long retreat out in the mountains doing DMT, ayahuasca, and peyote, and sitting around bonfires, talking with other people, and therapists, with guides, trying to understand your internal psyche every week. If you did that every week, your brain will break. It's like your brain will fuck up. we've lost the direct carnal connection to the eternal. And that's a very bad thing. Those of us who wish to rebuild that direct eternal connection with the all-knowing and all-loving, we have to give up ourselves. We have to break down the I. The I is what takes us from being connected to solitary and isolated. I wanted to say dollarized, but not really. Unless you're religious, then you have then you have God, Jesus, and whatever. Finding your own frequency using a shaman will help put you at peace. It helps regulate your internal frequency. Electronic shock, TEMS machines, small things like that can help pull yourself into a singular location. I like to use a small TEMS when I'm sitting and meditating in a seated fetal position. I don't have an ass, and it helps. I have to carry a pad everywhere I go because I'm too skinny. I used to be a big fat guy, and now I lost it all, and now I'm sad and I can't put on weight. It's really weird how that happens. I got a friend. His dad passed. His mom's getting ready to pass too. And he put on like 35 pounds. He's just like, I don't even know where it came from. Like one day I was this, the next day I'm that. I was kind of hoping. Put on some weight. At least get to where my kid doesn't outweigh me, but he outweighs me like 35 pounds now. Told y'all in the other video, I packed this thing too damn tight. Alright. Well, there's 2 videos on kind of who I am and why I do this. Next thing's gonna be something else. Something deep sea. You're currently being recorded on deep sea, which I like that phone for that purpose. I'll have to pull it up on this one and try to figure it out. All nice and happy. Got a good vape. It's starting to get cold, so I need to go inside. Alright. This has been fun.